Doing wrong? It's time to find out. Hit it. Vegas. Lost our voice this weekend, guys. We lost our voice. We got things. We got trophies. Yeah. Welcome to a fresh new episode of the Fitness Avengers, where we fight fat, frustration, and fitness fakes. I'm your host, master trainer and author Tony Arreola from TotalBodyProject.com, and I'm on a personal mission to simplify fitness for you. Coming at you every Monday night on Facebook and YouTube live. We made it back. We made we made it back from Vegas. Man, that was rough. As you all know, or some of you guys know, I'm marrying the love of my life soon. So we had a little bachelor weekend in Vegas, and we survived. We survived. So now we're gonna come at you today and give you the show that you deserve. Do you always find yourself quitting? I mean, 90% of people quit working out, and it has to not feel good to start an exercise program and then quit again. So today we're going to talk about how to design a system. We're going to talk about smashing those ants, which are hola Nina, those automatic negative thoughts. We're going to talk about the most common reasons we struggle, and we're going to figure out how to dissect these things and so how to get rid of them so that you never fail in fitness again. Because imagine if the first time you started, you never quit, you'd be in shape. So we're going to talk about exactly the strategies that I use to help people stay in shape for the rest of their lives. I mean, I have clients now, I think my longest is 17 years. 17 years. So if you're on the show, watching, make sure you say comment. If you're watching the replay, say hello, drop your line. Today's sponsor is Forensic Tales. Forensic Tales, which is Courtney, my beautiful fiance's podcast. Go check it out at forensictales.com. I think she's crossed a little bit over 2 million downloads. So if you're into true crime, then you go check out her show. Failure sucks. You know, hey, look at the mirror. The clothes are just not fitting, and you're trying to figure out why you just can't get it together. What are you doing wrong? And there's a lot of things that people do wrong, but we're gonna really try to help you figure that stuff out so that you never fall off the train tracks again, so you can stay on there. The first thing to know is that you are not a failure. Okay, you are not a failure. You just haven't designed the right system for your unique solution. And so what I mean by that, when you're trying to solve or you're trying to employ a workout program or an exercise program or nutrition program, there's a sleep program, water, whatever the case may be, it's going to require a different program for each single person. And so if you tried, like this, if you tried your friend's program and it didn't work for you, it's not your fault. You just need to find one that works specifically for you. And when I, work with clients, when I coach people from all over the world, we're always trying to figure out what exactly is a unique solution for themselves. Whether they have kids, supportive husband, not supportive husband, a puppy, work from home, whatever the case may be, each situation is different. So we're trying to figure out like what will work for you, because remember, you can't do your friend's program because your friend's different. They have different metabolisms, maybe different ages, maybe different work situations. Everyone's situation is different. So if you try to do a program that's built for them, you're gonna really struggle. The next thing is I want to do is you want to smash those ants. And what are ants? Ants are automatic negative thoughts. And these are the things that are jumping in our head when we're trying to accomplish something. It could be telling you like, why are you starting this? You always fail. Or trying to be like, absolutely perfect. And then it's either off or on. Right? There's no gray, always looking for like exact perfection, off or on. And fitness just doesn't work like that. Much like life, like we went to Vegas this weekend, so today is a little bit rough. Everyone was tired. Everyone's, like was kind of sleep deprived. But we try to figure out, okay, what can I do well today? It's like, okay, let me drink my water. Let me make a little bit better choices. Let me get a workout, see if I can hit some steps. But maybe I didn't hit my swim, so I wasn't perfect. but that's okay. I did something that will help me move forward. Took my vitamins. Okay, that's a win. Whenever you're looking at your fitness program and life just starts to get crazy, think about like what are the little things that you can still do to help move you towards your goal. So don't say, oh, I messed up. That's it. Now, I'm gonna eat a burrito or I'm gonna just go crazy and eat and donuts or whatever the case may be and think like worst case scenario. A lot of people have this problem catastrophizing. And what that means is that they're always predicting worst possible outcome. And unfortunately, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to big goals like this, you can't just think, okay, I'm gonna just be perfect all the time because you're not. And so once you start having these thoughts, one way to get better at these, is first you want to notice and you want to name them. Now, what I mean by that, it's a practice, right? The Japanese came up with this, and they're actually trying to stop accidents in trains. And so what they're doing is they're noticing it, closing the doors, um, um, yeah, yeah, exactly, right. Nina says the death of the Fitbit, right? Err. And she's rocking and rolling with her Fitbit. Nina's already seen some tremendous results with her program, but the Fitbit it did stop working. So now instead of saying, okay, well then that's it, I'm not gonna get any steps. It's like, okay, now I don't have the Fitbit, I can kind of still get my steps. Maybe I'll walk for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or the stuff that was around with the numbers that you were hitting with the Fitbit. So it's always working on these little things because things are going to happen. So with this notice and name principle, what that basically means is when you have these negative thoughts like I was perfect. That usually on weekends, people are like, "Oh, it's gonna be my cheat meal," and then like, "Oh, I blew it already. That's it. I'll start again on Monday." That's an automatic negative thought. Notice that. If you think, "Oh, I'm gonna be perfect all the time," that's not true either. If you think I'm gonna fail again, that's not true either. These are automatic negative thoughts that creep into your mind and affect your ability to succeed in fitness. People think that to win in fitness they need yeah, you do need a program, but the mindset is a lot more important. You guys can see in our book over here in the back, I think Carol, I forget the last name, but it wrote a great book. It's called Mindset. It was just, she talks about like a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And what I found through working with people is the mindset is a lot more important than if you're doing the squats right, if you're doing lunges, if you're eating this amount of carbohydrates. The mindset's the most important. That if you can get that, then it's a lot. You're more likely to succeed in fitness. So think about that. All right. Woo! Emoji time. Dun, 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 dun. Like I said, getting married in 2.5 weeks. So I'm pretty excited. We're pretty fired up. Courtney had her bachelorette party. I had mine, and life is just amazing. Been super blessed. So thank you guys, everyone who supported me. Thank you everyone who came to my bachelor party, her bachelorette party. She had an awesome time. All right. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you drop a comment. Or like my ghost, Javi was there too. He's one of my ghosts. So you're a ghost. Say hi, say hi as well. So hello, Mr. Rodriguez, who actually also made my bachelor party. And the next thing we want to look at is we want to focus on progress over perfection. Small improvements. Don't look for home runs that you're gonna drop 30 pounds in 2.5 weeks. It's not gonna happen. It never had happened before. And when it did, you were set yourself up for failure because then you fell back again. What you're looking for is small little wins, little improvements that you can keep for a long time. So if you're trying to solve the sleep equation and try to really figure out, okay, I got to get this sleep down. What's one or two small improvements? And one of my clients were working on building more lean mass, and so he's trying to have more protein. And so when he has his meals, he's got to get like eat a little bit past full all the time, and that's going to be a win for him. If you're working on trying to lose weight, you want to eat, stop at the stop signs. You want to slow down. You want to chew more. All those things are little wins that you can change and keep for the long run, because the way to establish permanent change is by focusing on these habits, building these permanent habits to get you to in shape forever. Because Once you have the right habits, then this game is a lot easier. What I focus on with my clients is what I call the 5 daily dids, which is, did you eat right? And eating right might be the amount of calories. It could be eating slowly, mindfully, not distracted. It could be not over consuming. Whatever the case may be for you, you want to, get the nutrition piece down. If you're trying to lose weight, you want to make sure you hit the calories. If you're trying to gain weight, you want to make sure you hit your protein numbers. So did you eat right? The next one is, did you drink enough water? Right? Water's huge. It's super important. The brain's mostly water. This weekend, we made sure we drank a lot of water because we want to make sure everyone was hydrated. Did you drink enough water? So that's easy one. Did you take your multis? You take your vitamins. And now being in Vegas, it's a little bit harder, but I did take my pill case. Like Nina said, she feels like she's like 70 years old now because she got her pill case. And I've had my pill case for like almost like 20 years. So I'm like, yeah, I've been old for a long time, but it's just easier with that pill because I found that was a system that I designed that works for me. Right. So I got all these habits that I'm able to incorporate and take with me, even on like weekend trips. Right. So we talked about the nutrition, water, vitamins, sleep, right? Sleep's huge. You want to make sure you sleep right because sleep will set you up for success. You get enough sleep, you're gonna be okay. If you don't get enough sleep, it's harder to make good decisions. You actually you activate these chemicals called leptin and ghrelin, so you're actually hungrier because you didn't sleep right. Huh, ain't that something? So that's not good either. And if you're tired, you're probably not gonna want to work out. You're like, oh my god, I'm super tired. I'm not gonna do anything. So sleep is super important. And the last one is, did you move enough? And moving enough could be your exercise, it could be your steps, could be standing. It just depends on what you're doing. If you're a triathlete, it could be your bike ride, your swim, whatever the case may be. But those are the 5 daily dids that establish the foundation for great health. And those you want to make sure that you're doing them all the time, all the time. You're not going to be perfect on them, and you're always going to be working for small, tiny improvements, and you're looking for progress as you start building these systems. So then afterwards, you look at your year and you've done your 5 daily dids, 365 times. You've done them most of your life. And then this is how you start stacking these wins. The other one that helps a lot is to celebrate the tiny wins. What I mean by that is, if when you get that pill case and you take the multi, like, celebrate it. Like, yeah, you hit your steps, boom, 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 boom. Like the little Fitbit, little rocket, all that stuff helps you build the right habits because dopamine is like it's like super glue for your brain. These neural nets start forming these connections, and then you start building these things automatically, right? Like drinking the water is always going to be water on my desk. I'm always going to hit my steps. Even today I still got 11,000 steps. All that stuff, making sure I take my vitamins, and then celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Because the celebration is what causes the brain to solidify these habits. And then that's how you break this game wide open so that you don't end up a statistic of somebody that, oh, yeah, I was working out for a while, that I stopped again. Right? It breaks my heart how many times I hear people, oh, yeah, I was working out and then I stopped. Hey, I was working out and then I stopped doing this, and you're like, oh man, like if they just designed a good system, focus on the mindset, and stop trying to just go ham in the gym with their TRX and their the P90, and just going crazy when they don't need to. They just need to focus on small wins. Then that's more likely to stick over the long haul. The one I think people get themselves in trouble is to stop comparing yourself to other people. And stop it. Get off the gram. Get off the Facebook comparing yourself, because it's not right. You're in your own race. You want to think of your progress as your continuum, as what you're trying to build. You're just trying to be a little bit better, a little bit better. The only person that you need to compare yourself to is who you were yesterday, who you were last week, last month, and last year. And if you're making progress in any of those 5 daily dids, any of the exercises, any of the stuff that you're making small improvements, celebrate that. Celebrate that, because when you start compounding these things, you're going to look like a different person in a few years. Because remember, exercise is not about days and weeks, it's about months and years. Months and years. And like the clients that I've had that, they work out with me twice a week or 3 times a week, I've had them for like 15, 16 years. Oh, and what do they have in common? They're always hitting like little small wins consistently. Not every workout's great, but they show up and they do the work. So, and the one I get asked a lot is how do I stop? Today's ask the trainers, how do I stop quitting? And a lot of times, when I go like to Vegas or somewhere like that, I don't like to tell people what I do because people always ask me this question: how do I stop quitting? And they're always surprised with the answer. They think I'm like, since they hit or some, get yourself a Peloton but no, the way that you stop quitting is you don't think about being perfect. You think about doing something for your body every single day, and then you celebrate that behavior. And when you can start stacking these little behaviors, that's how you win in fitness. It's getting more steps. It's chewing slower. It's drinking more water. Taking your vitamin. It's not this crazy, 90-minute workout that's like, oh, and then I hit this. And no, it's none of that stuff. None of that stuff matters, because if you can master, or when you master the fundamentals, I promise you, you will get yourself to tremendous shape. Now, I got an awesome one for you today. Our exercise spotlight is actually a video from one of my courses. So let's go ahead and hit this guy.
I'm so excited to start my new program. I can see it now. This won't be like last year, or the year before, or the year before that one. This time, I will get it done. Here I come. In 90 days, I will have the Brazilian Beast butt. Yes. Look at all these healthy options. What a great meal plan.
Hey girl, they brought donuts.
Oh, I can't. I just started my new Brazilian Beast butt program. I'm on a very strict diet.
What? You never say no to donuts. Come on, it's Monday.
No, don't do it. Didn't we say this year would be different? Come on, you know better. You shouldn't do it. Okay, maybe this one last donut, but then that's it. My boss is getting on my last nerve. I hate him. And why did I eat that stupid donut? My diet is ruined. Darn, but it was so good. Why do donuts have to be so yummy? It's okay. I'll get back on the program. No big deal. That was it? That was my dinner? I'm gonna starve to death. Stop. You've already had your dinner. Shut up, stupid little voice. Today was stressful. I deserve this. Yummy. I'm such a failure. Why can't I ever stick to my diet? Why does it have to be so hard? What is my deal?
Oh yeah, sculpt the guns. Burn, baby, burn. Hey, what's up, Buttercup?
I need help. Why do I struggle? I try so hard, and I mean well. What's the problem?
You mean well, but the problem isn't you. The problem is your little voice. Your little voice is so weak. We need to make her strong, loud, and powerful. You know what? Get her out here. Hey, wake up. Get up. It's time to make you strong. It's time for you to shape up.
I know. How can I become stronger and louder?
Like everything else in life, you need to train to become stronger. New habits are powered by new decisions, and new decisions are difficult, but only because they're new. Change is difficult. This is why you need a strong inner voice. Your conscience always knows the right choice. Your inner voice always knows what it should do, but we try and rationalize against our own voice with excuses. It's a real problem, but only in the beginning. As you make better decisions more often, you form new thought patterns. Your inner voice grows stronger, and healthier decisions become easier.
I see. I know what I must do.
Hey girl, guess what? It's Billy's birthday. I know you don't know Billy, but who cares? We get cake.
Not today. Not on my watch. We deserve better. Leave me alone, you evil donut pusher. No!
Always listen to your first thoughts. They're usually correct. Grow a strong inner voice. and watch your life dramatically improve. Woo! All right. All right. Thanks to the talent of the Miss Courtney Fretwell, my future beautiful bride, and the host of Forensic Tales for her talents. If you haven't yet, hit the hashtag LiveFit and just join us in our Fitness Avengers group. I think we're close to like 200. So 200 people in there that are choosing to live their life fit, building little decisions, celebrating those tiny wins, because it's those tiny decisions that make the huge change possible. It's not what you think. It's little choices. Thank you so much, Nina. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. This weekend made me realize that I'm surrounded by love, and I've chosen a career that really can help people with these transformations. And it's my destiny and purpose in life. And I'm super grateful to be able to share that with you. So next week, we're going to build your everlasting fitness plan. So now we smashed some demons today. Next, we're going to start building, like, how exactly is this thing going to work for me? So thank you guys so much. My name is Tony Arreola, NASM Master Trainer, author, and your friend for life. Let's live fit. Woo! Yeah.
Thank you for watching the Fitness Avenger live show. If you like the show, make sure to like it and share. Please join us next week on Facebook Live. This week's show is brought to you by our close friends at Total Body Project. Visit totalbodyproject.com for more info.